Hey guys, welcome back to the Plain Crazy Grand Prix, where this week we have some new changes, some new things, and some new competitors. So this week, as you'll see, we have a brand new checkpoint right in the water over there, which should make everyone's cars be built differently. They're going to have to add water propellers and change the way the weights of the vehicles. We have people qualifying right now, just trying to figure out, how fast they are, if they can be competitive, all that. Another rule change is that the cars can be whatever size they need to be, but they can't fly, they can't use anchored blocks, and they can't use glitches. And then the other rules that maybe I didn't clear up so much last time in the intro is that these vehicles cannot respawn to improve their position. So if they get stuck in the water, well, they're going to have to respawn back here, go back to that checkpoint, and go to the water again. If they finish the water, they can't just respawn and get back to base. But I think I covered everything, and if you guys do enjoy this race, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to join the Discord if you're over 13, well, 13 or over. Because if you want to be in one of these future competitions and get an extra special role in my Discord, then you got to be in the Discord to actually compete. Anyways, I think I'll cut to whenever the race is about to begin. I guess I'll see you guys then. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the second ever PC Grand Prix. All the rules and that stuff were described in the intro, but here's what you need to know. You got some fast cars in this group. They're all looking for their shot at a title and getting the role on the Discord. And I will be keeping track of track times as they go around. I'll keep keeping track of the leader's track times. So as soon as the leader crosses the finish line, that's when the lap will be counted and all that stuff. Anyways, I think that we are all ready to go. Make sure you all have the map from the Discord server. If you go to the wrong checkpoints, I'm going to have to yell at you, and that doesn't make the video very fun. Alright, well, we're just waiting. I think the green flag is ready. 3, 2, 1, start! And the second ever Plain Crazy Grand Prix is off. And so far, we have some huge leaders, but they don't look like they're going the right way. The duck flips over right off the bat. Let's see if they go to the right checkpoint. They have to go to the conveyor. They need to go to the conveyor. That looked like a really sus, like he drove right through him there. Oh, who knows who's in the lead so far? Just no telling. Absolutely no telling. Well, this car is off, and there actually is telling. So, it looks like that green car got flipped over. That's one of the coolest looking builds. They probably need to respawn. They're using gravity slider? I have no clue what they're using, but whatever it is, that wasn't looking good for them. Now, this car right here, driven by Ashton, I believe, is going to come down and try to complete this checkpoint. He does so. Gets close enough to it. I'd say if you make an effort to get close to the checkpoint, it should count. Looks like the race for third is very slow so far, but Ashton's taking a commanding lead over the pack right now. The water section will be the biggest deciding factor in this race, so don't worry for those who are behind. You might still have a chance to catch up. Now, can he clear the hill here? He's going to probably need to go running start. He's going to try to make it up right now. Try to go to the smoke pipe. Another rule that we do have is that it is 3 laps. So please be sure to complete all 3 laps. If you don't... Oh, is he over? Oh, when he survived just barely. Now, let's take a look at the race for a second. As he's about to enter the water section, he completes the gravel. He's going to go into the water. We probably want to take a look at that, but... Yeah, he looks good. This little tank here, driven by, I have to get a closer look at their name, Dylan, in second place. But this vehicle, this suspension monster, driven by, not sure either, they also have a good chance here. Now, it looks like he's completing the checkpoint in the water. Can he get out of the water is going to be another big question. I don't know who's in the suspension monster. I know I talked about them, I was talking to them before in the intro, but I'm not entirely sure who that is. Did the tank go into the cliff? No, the tank is in the gravel. Who is in the suspension monster here? Shinji is in the flipping monster. Who used a flip tool? Someone reported a flip tool? I need to know who it was. Rain used the flip tool. So Rain needs to despawn and go back to his other place unless he didn't use it. But I'm not sure. If you use a flip tool, you have to despawn and go back to the checkpoint you were just at. Because it's cheating otherwise. Alright. Well, this is the end of the lap for Ashton here, and he wrecks him. He tries to spin him out, leaving more time for his opponents to catch up to him. I'm not sure what's happening in the race for second right now. Looks like the tank is still on top of things. That is really good for the tank. I just forgot his name, but I'm sure I'd see it if I saw it in chat again. I don't need to see it from Dylan. And the first lap looks almost to be over, but if he gets stuck on the rails here, he's going to have a really hard time. He's going for a risky maneuver. If he goes to the corner and he flips out of it, he could flip off the map. The tank, meanwhile, trying to catch up. Trying to grab second. Oh, and this car is just stuck. He's having a hard time getting over the rails. It's a 3-minute lap time even if he does finish. It looks like this tank is coming through. If the tank can handle the rails, he might have this. I think the best call right now for the fast car of Ashton is to just respawn and hit it with all he has towards the rails. He just needs to floor it and go at the rails with everything he has. Alright, well, he's going to take my advice there because they all are in VC with me listening to me. Can the tank clear? And the tank clears, and Dylan is going to complete lap 1. Alright, we completed lap 1 of 3. My computer is crashing. Nope, we are good. My computer was frozen for a second, but he can finish the 3-lap time. Dylan, keep going. It's a 3-lap race, bud. It's a 3-lap race. Well, Ashton has caught up, and Ashton might be able to handle it here. He flings the tank over, and the tank lands upside down. Wait, can he save it? And the tank saves it. What a play there from the tank. Now, can he get over the rails? We have a close race here for second. Who's going to come in and try to take third? I believe it's that vehicle over there, but I'm not sure yet. The tank getting stuck on the rails, too. Both of them having a dilemma, but Ashton seems to come out in front. Ashton makes it to the conveyors first. We have a 2-person race right now. I'm still not sure who's in third, but it doesn't really matter at the moment. Third place is so far behind, I don't know how anyone's going to catch up. But this 2-person race is starting to get a little bit spread out again, as Ashton seems to have the faster car across all of these lands, across the land here. Now, did he flip over? He seemed to survive this time. He got lucky. And here comes one of the other front runners for this race. Playing Crazy Builder in another rally-looking car that looks very sick, very cool. He looks to be in third place at the moment. Meanwhile, Ashton getting himself flipped over, but he saves it. The tank, not sure what happened to the tank. Looks like he's flipped over. He's going to have to respawn back at base and make his way all the way over to the hill again. A big time loss, and it looks like Ashton has no one around him. If he just takes his time and he's careful here and doesn't flip himself over, he will have a chance to win this race. Of course, on the other hand, if you play it too careful, you might let the other people back into the race. Now, he's got close to the tech point. He's going to keep moving here. If he flips over here, he's in trouble. And he survives. He seems to have his car built in a way that just makes it so it does not flip over. Alright, the tank looks to be back on its things. He said that in chat. Now, will Ashton be able to make it through the water? I don't know if this car's on the lead lap. I don't think Shinji is on the lead lap right now. I think Shinji is a lap behind, if I do remember correctly. I need verification of that in chat. No cheating, but I do want to know what lap you're on. You're on lap? Okay, so you haven't completed the lap yet. That's okay. Everyone's a little slow. And it looks like Quackney, one of our members of the BattleBot series, who usually fights in the, what's it called, Bumpkin. He seems to be flipped over right there, trying to make his way through second place. Still all the way back here at the gravel fields. I'm not sure how fast he is through the water, but he can't be much slower than Ashton is, because Ashton is just not fast at all through this section of the course. Meanwhile, that car passed him up and is back onto the lead lap. He is no longer down a lap. This right here, this is speed. This is the bread and butter of this tank, apparently. It has such a fast water segment. Anyways, he's saying lap 1. So, yeah, lap 1 would be like the first lap. And once you complete the lap, you're on lap 2. Meanwhile, it looks like Ashton's going to try to complete it, but the boat ran him over. Ashton is about to complete lap 2. Once he gets past this checkpoint, this is the final checkpoint. This is the finish line. Not for the race, but just like... Oh, okay, and he completed the lap. Much slower lap that time. Did not complete the course as fast. This car is fast, but it just seems to have some control issues. Not Ashton's, but the other car here, driven in by Shinji. Shinji just does not seem to have as much, like, stability going around the track. I think the race for third might be getting interested, as this white car always seems to be on the frickin' verge at the end of the lap. He must have a really good water time, but we'll have to see. As Ashton, once again, making his way up the hill, like he's done so many other laps. He seems to just really spread the lead out. The only way he could lose now, probably, is to throw it away by screwing himself over. And he might have just done that. No, he saves it. What a save, but he needs to make sure he completes checkpoint. He's flipped over again, and he's okay. The way he has built that car is just perfect weight-wise, and he is just in business right now. Meanwhile, it looks like second place has come back, and it is back in the hands of Playing Crazy Builder. Playing Crazy Builder has secured second place again. Meanwhile, the tank is having issues. Ashton having a decent time with the track so far in this lap. Not as slow of a lap so far as I believe. It hasn't been as slow. But he needs to make sure he gets up the canyon here. This is a really big time save. If one of these cars can make sure... I mean, I think they got to leave it on the line at this point. They cannot play it careful. They can't play it safe over there. Because if you play it safe, he has such a big lead right now. Unless you have a really fast water section, there's no way you're going to catch him. And he's on his back. He's in an area that doesn't look too good. Oh, he always flips back on his wheels. It's so weird. But he looks to be stuck in maybe a canyon. No, when he's free, he's going back to the gravel. I mean, I am rooting for maybe someone else to come in and maybe make it close here. But I don't know how it's going to happen. Someone's going to have to wreck him or drown him in the water or something bad going to happen. Just like that. What he just did. And he flips back up. His car is made special. He is just built different, ladies and gentlemen. But here he comes. It's Plain Crazy Builder. Needs to complete the checkpoint at the gravel. He completely disregards it, but I think I'll count it anyways because he just kind of forgot. And I feel really bad if I don't. But he flips over in the water. That kind of, you know, that's kind of fair. How? He didn't flip over in the water. He's still alive. I am so confused by that. I thought he was done for sure. He didn't even use the flip tool. What a play there. But they're both slow through the water. Neck and neck. This is going to come down to the finish line. That was not a flip tool. I do not want to say that was flip tool because his car didn't raise up and flip over. It just kind of rolled over on its side. And he's taking a faster route out of the water too. Playing Crazy Builder and Ashton. It's neck and neck. The two best looking cars happen to be the two fastest cars this time. But can he get up? Can he get up? He's having a hard time getting up. It looks like Ashton took the better route up. This comeback might be thwarted. His comeback is probably over. As Ashton's going to try to round out the final lap. He needs to find a way to get around. But there's nothing he can do. Ashton just needs to secure this lap here. If he can cross the finish line, it'll be all over. He's coming in. He needs to make it over the rails. This is the only chance for people to catch up. He's been struggling with the rails so far. But he seems to get over with no issues. Touch the final checkpoint. And it's over for everyone else. Ashton is the winner of the second Plain Crazy Grand Prix. But don't worry for everyone else still here. You still have a chance to take this race. You need second place. Second place would be big. Meanwhile, Plain Crazy Builder flips over, which means he has to drive all the way back over to the water checkpoint unless he completed the base checkpoint. I don't know which checkpoint he just completed, but I'm going to assume he completed the base and then got flipped over. Either way, he's going to come in and take second place because I can't make a ruling right now unless I'm looking at the recording. So, he's coming through. Second place belongs to him. And that was a stellar race between those two at the end. And meanwhile, the tank, who's been very consistent all race, hasn't had many wreck issues. He's going to come in and probably take third. I'm not sure what this lap this white car is on because this white car is constantly flipping over and making mistakes. And I don't know what lap he's ever on. So, he flipped over again. He didn't make it over. And the tank will take third place. And the top three is rounded out. In first place, you have Ashton. Then in second place, you have Plain Crazy Builder. In third place, you have Dylan19. Congratulations if you all actually finished your laps. If you all did 3 laps around this hard course, congratulations, because you've all made relatively good track time. I remember last race, we still had people doing 3-minute laps, and they didn't even have to go through the water area. So you guys made great track time. Anyways, I think that's about it for today's race. Congratulations to Ashton. You will be getting the contest winner role in the Discord. I'll probably post a picture of you having that right here in the video. If you enjoyed, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to press the notification bell so you get notified when a new video puts up. And be sure, like I said, to subscribe, but be sure to subscribe because only like 9.5% of you guys are actually subscribed to the channel. Anyways, I think that's about it. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.